So that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A first carry here for Kene Nwangu. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now Lance. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Chubb with a 1st down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Switch gears.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield going out wide, finds Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
22's coming. Mike. Oh, here we go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, 133.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Drops it off for Chubb, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. They go play action. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So first and goal now from the 7-yard line.
Like 22, he's coming, 22. Like 22, like 22.
To throw, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down, Mayfield. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
Mayfield on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
22 by 22. You got nothing. You got nothing.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Box 22, box 22.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble. And a nice job, Sid. He got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
56. Check 56. You run. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you. Ram. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Set the tone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mayfield to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Watch it slant. Watch it slant. Watch it slant.
Here's Mayfield. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Mayfield with it once more. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, here's DeWander. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Lance now on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Come on, QB, come on. Point it right. 22 by 22. 65. Like 22, he's coming, 22.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, alert 33.
Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half for Lance. His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Get ready, get ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with it.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14.
Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. They gonna need some therapy.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Lance. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Browns drive about to get started. They begin this drive with Chubb. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He gets his first catch there, but all in all, when you're talking about the #1 receiver in the NFL coming into this game, and we're just talking about the first catch there, I think they're doing a nice job of bottling him up.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. They run it again with Chubb.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
In your face. Under 10, under 10, 10. Begin.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
First down, Saints.
Throwing now is Lance. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Again, it's Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get it back here just past the 35. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The Lance going to throw. Jeffrey Simmons breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
We can make this one pretty simple. Block up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Returnable here from the 38. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we enjoy.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. I'll tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Touchdown, Browns! A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Sly on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lance now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. The Saints on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to wind up and air it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. In his own end zone, it's Lance. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by one more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be a second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 25 on second down, Mayfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On second and 10, Lance. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Browns drive about to get started. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 33. 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't been getting. Don't get nervous. Hurry. Right here. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they get yet another victory to finish the year at 14-3 overall. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.